stay there, and the old parent hive is what you can move down the road.
Either that, or if you know a little bit about bees and you can identify eggs, instead of shaking your bees and doing all that, divide it, put a queen excluder, come back 3 days later, look for eggs. All your eggs have hatched into larvae on the queenless one. You understand?
That's right.
As soon as you see eggs, you say, I got the queen in this box.
You know that the queen's there.
You know she's there. She's present.
That's right.
Then the other ones you split. That's the fast way to do it if you got a bunch to do. Or you can do it like we do it. We go over there, we move it, we look at 4 frames. That fast. We don't see the queen, pow, that's it. We roll it. Come back the next day, start dropping queen cells in the ones.
Everything.
Well, we don't do it in everything. We do it in the ones that we think are queenless.
Right.
But we doing it, and we have guys that can see, see the queens very quick. It's the worst thing to do is not do anything.
The first thing I would say, any beekeepers want to expand, get the genetic material you like, learn how to raise queen cells. I know of no big beekeeper that buys queens. Not a single one. They all use queen cells because queen cells are on your own schedule. They're not on somebody else's schedule. Believe me, both of us went down this road waiting for our queens. They're due in this week. No, they won't be here this week. They'll be here 2 more weeks later because he's had problems.
Or swarming.
Yeah.
Or swarming. Or you
Or
losing your
swarm.
bees.
So in the meantime, your bees are sitting there waiting. You waiting to split, you got no queens. Well, if you got queen cells, and you know when you want to make splits, you can raise your own queen cells to meet your schedule. And it only takes 1 or 2 hives to raise queen cells.
Yes, sir.
When you're splitting without the queen cells, when you say you just split them up, if you have queen cells, put one in each. But if you don't, they're just making a queen off the side of the foundation.
They'll make a queen off of an egg.
With an egg?
Yes, sir. Actually, they'll make several.
Yeah.
If you have a big colony that's about to swarm, like what Jim had a few weeks ago, there were probably, I know Jim and I saw at least 8 or 10 cells in the hive.
Yeah.
There were probably some we didn't notice that were in there. So we just took his big hive and just broke it up into 3 hives. Now we're going to go back in a few days from now and check and see how many queens we have. You know, how many are queen right. But we just made 1 into 3. And I gave them a good cell from home. I brought 3 cells with me. But they were full of cells. It's a matter of which cell hatched first. The first one that hatches normally cuts the others.
Cuts the others up.
I got here a little late. If you have queen cells, how do you introduce that into another box?
I don't quite understand.
Okay, you have 5 queen cells in one.
Okay, in one hive?
Yes.
Best thing to do is
Take some queen cells and put it in another.
just be very careful when you cut them free, or try to find, if you have a hive like that, and it's just try to find 3 different frames with, anyhow, they've got more on them. If you got 3 different frames and there's 3, and there's a
Just
cell,
put the whole frame.
put the whole frame in there. That's the best way to do it. Anybody else got anything?
If you make that split and you have, when you're trying to do what you said, and there is queen cells in there, while you're doing that, you want to make sure that motherless hive, the new one that you're making,
Has a cell.
has a frame.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Then you're ahead of the game.
That's exactly what you want.
Any other questions?
Okay, Mike?
Joe, thank you so much.
My pleasure.